Hello everybody, I'm glad you're here today. Today is June 18th, 2025. In this video, we are going over the update of my friends who are trapped in Israel in the war zone. So I'm going to go over that, tell you what's happening with them. I'm going to bring you a prepper item that you might want to grab. Easy peasy, just at the Dollar General, Amazon, Walmart, wherever. You might want to just have this on your shelf. I'm sure many of you do. I want to read a word I wrote down on May 29th, 2025, which is just a little while ago. And I want to read out of the Bible. So we got a lot to do today. We're going to read out of the Gospel of John. So that's what's going down today. Now then, let's just start. World news. Y'all, things are escalating in the Middle East. We are moving our assets there as Americans. The president quickly left the G7 summit in Canada, got back to the White House, went straight to a situation room scenario. And to me, that just speaks volumes. I do not expect they will tell us everything that's going on before it happens. So you just kind of have to read between the lines, all right? And that's going to fit in with what the Lord gave me on May 29th, y'all, which is so weird, but so typical of our Lord. If you don't know Jesus Christ, you need to find out who he is and begin to follow him. Give your life to him. Jesus is the answer to everything, y'all. Jesus is the answer to everything. Now then, y'all, I'm going to move this camera just a little bit. I feel like I'm too close to myself. Do you ever feel that way? That's weird. All right, now then, let me just go over the update of my friends. In my last video, I believe it was, and I did give a dream, Taylor's dream video. Y'all, thank you for all the interpretations. Taylor got back from Peru, which is where she was at, and safe and sound. She wants to come on here with me and talk about the dream and your inputs, and so thank you for all of that, y'all. Y'all are the rock stars here, truly. So that was great. Y'all helped us a lot. Now then, my friends, Ryan and Amber, okay, these are two people. They're probably, gosh, I don't know how old they're, 40s. They're probably in their 40s now. Amber was a student of mine when she was in 5th grade, when I taught 5th grade. So she's from here where I live in the panhandle of Texas, little bitty town. And so they got trapped in Israel. And honestly, they have been in the bomb shelters. That's where they have been just staying. The nights have been horrible in that they have just been sitting in public bomb shelters, just listening to everything going on above them. It has been a wretched time for them, although they're doing okay. Their spirits are good. The children are okay. Grandma's with the kids. So that's all taken care of. But I mean, for a while there's just like, we do not know if they're going to get out of there. I just got a text that they were able to drive to Amman, Jordan. They were able to drive there and then board a plane, and they just now landed in Cyprus. So hopefully, y'all know, you remember Taylor's Cyprus dream, y'all? Every time I hear Cyprus in the news, I was like, yeah, the EMP that went over Cyprus, I'm watching that real close right now. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Every time I hear that country's name, that island, that country, I just about perk up my ears just a little bit. Anyway, they're in Cyprus now, and their next flight, hopefully, is to Tampa, Florida. So they don't know when that's going to be, but that's the plan. And then from there, they don't know how they're going to get back to Texas, but thank Jesus they'll be in the United States. So anyway, that's what's going on with them. Prayers, bold prayers have been answered. And so we're so thankful to our Father in that regard. Now then, I want to tell you a prepping item that, and I'm going real fast here, y'all, because I got to go to the Dollar General, y'all. I'm fixing to go on a trip, and I'm like realizing I don't got nothing. I need to get hairspray. I need to get stuff like that. Anyway, do you ever do that? You're like, okay, I'm doing good on these stuff, and then I mean, hairspray is not even a prepping item. That's probably why I don't have it. I will not need that for the apocalypse. That's why I don't have 10 bottles of it. But deodorant, oh yes, I'm doing good on that. Anyway, so that's why I'm talking fast. This is, okay, so I'm putting together a bag, and I have a bag already kind of started anyway. I'm putting together a go bag to have in our vehicle in case crap hits the fan right while we're gone. We will not be gone long, thank Jesus, But we are going to a very big city that would be a target, and I'm not real thrilled about that, but it is what it is. Anyway, so y'all, I'm just like putting stuff in it. Get you, this is just easy little first aid kit, all right? It'll get the job done. It will not be a huge if you've got an ongoing situation, it probably wouldn't be the greatest, but it's better than nothing. It has 75, this is Curad, 75 items. I don't even know where this came from. I did not buy this. I mean, I think Taylor got this as like, this was on the shelf, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know where this came from, but I'm taking it. Okay, y'all, the print is so small. It has 4 sterile alcohol prep pads, 6 cleansing towelettes, 40 bandages, assorted sizes, 10 sterile plastic spot bandages. Oh, like a little circle. I don't find those to be all that. I guess if you had a puncture wound or something. Butterfly bandages, cotton gauze pads, 1 elastic net sleeve, and a foot of stretchy bandage stuff. Okay. So, I mean, it's very basic. It's very basic, but it could help. It could actually help. I'm also going to take my, oh, what are they called? Oh, shoot. I should have brought one. Do y'all remember we made those bandages? It's been about a year ago. Mhm. Are they Israeli bandages? Is that what they're called? That just popped into my head. Is that right? Where you take like a maxi pad and then wrap it in an ace bandage, like you uh, and then you can seal it with like vacuum pack it to keep from getting too dirty, and then you have this actual absorbent um, bandage. Yeah, well, anyway, regardless, okay, my brain just went back a year and I was like, I don't remember. But I've got some of those. I'm going to stick them in this bag on our trip. I'm also getting some beef jerky, water. Y'all know what to take. Okay, flashlight. We always have projectile weapons, and so yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So that's what's going on with me. Now then, I would like to read this because I've been wanting to read this to you for a long time. And I just think now's the time. I don't know why. I just kept like getting, in my head, I have these like shelves and I put things on shelves and sometimes I forget about them. And then suddenly I think the Lord takes them off the shelf and just like puts them on the cabinet for me. Like, hey, do this, girl. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I had that on the shelf. Well, here it is. This is what I wrote down, and then at the very end of it, this is my journal. I worship every morning. I get up at 4, and it's not because I'm a rock star, Christian warrior. It's because that's how our schedule is. My husband has an early shift where he works, and so everything's just early for us. All right, we go to bed early, we get up early. So, I mean, I wish it sounded like, oh yeah, I get up at 4 every morning, and everybody else gets up at 8 and I worship for 4 hours. That's not me. Okay, so don't think it is. I get up at 4 and worship because at 5 everybody else is getting up 5:30. So anyway, this is what I wrote down after worship, May 29th, 2025. Here is what I believe the Lord said. You square it with the Holy Spirit however you need to. I've already squared it with them. I'm good just bringing it to you. All right, here's what I heard. Reread the dreams, my daughter. Reread them out loud for many to hear. Do your best to proclaim my goodness. I am with you always, even until the end. Go forth. For I have awakened you early this morning with a get up now. That's true, he did. For this is what you must hear from me. The day of my return draws nearer. There are many disconnected from me. Many, so many, know nothing of my salvation. Go teach me. Go out among the many, child. I have given you all you need. In the background of what you see, agendas are forming. Be aware, my daughter. Know that you do not know all that you are seeing in the flesh. The worsening of conflicts will boil over. Keep on speaking my love, my hope, for the world will soon see hate and hopeless evil. Souls will wander, WONDER. Bodies will wander. Stay with my agenda. I save. Come to me. Now look, I know that was personal to me, but you can apply that to you too. That's why I'm sharing it with you. We've got a task at hand. Go share Jesus, however it is in however he's gifted you. And maybe it's just with smiling at somebody and being nice. You don't have to necessarily, you know, teach everybody you see the 5 steps of salvation or whatever you believe it is. Not everybody is gifted in the same way. So however you're gifted, just settle into that and let it thrive in you, and give to others in that way. All right. So I I was May 29th, 2025. So the escalation of the conflict in the Middle East has happened after I wrote this down. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So then at 4:45, I rested my eyes a little bit for about 10 minutes. And every time, I have an eye disease and my eyes hurt really a lot. So sometimes I just have to shut them because they hurt so bad. Anyway, that's what I was doing this time. And I was just like, Lord, if there's something you need to tell me while I'm shutting my eyes, then just tell me. And in a little bit, I felt like, in my opinion, for me, I heard the voice of the Lord, and I was like, I had already told him, God, if you're going to give me a word, give it a word I never use. That way I kind of know it's you and not me coming up with something. Do you ever do that where you're like, God, I need something that's not a word I use, or not something I would come up with myself, So while I'm sitting there with my eyes shut, the Lord spoke to me, and this is the sentence He said: the message of ambiguity. Ambiguity, like I'm not throwing that a word around every day. And I was like, I don't even know that I've ever even used that word. Now I've read it. Ambiguity, I was like, I kind of know what it is. I kind of know what that word means. So I woke up fully alert, and honestly, I never used that word, ambiguity. So I immediately began looking it up. And this is what I wrote down: ambiguity, the quality of being open to more than one interpretation. Inexactness, inexactness. Something that can be understood in various ways, unclear. A common aspect of ambiguity is uncertainty. And so then I wrote, is this what's coming, Lord? And then I wrote down, ambiguity happens when the information, the instructions, or the data which you need to make a decision is unclear. You experience confusion and even analysis paralysis as you try to interpret what it means or what others think. Okay, so in my interpretation of this, my ambiguous interpretation, that's not true. I believe when the Lord gave me the message of ambiguity, I believe that's what's coming from our leadership, our governments. We are entering a time where there is going to be the fog of war. The fog of war is very thick. It is hard to know what exactly is happening. We already, and remember, this is on May 29th. Already is my understanding that Israel, and I'm assuming Iran, have shut down the sharing of videos, footage, sharing of information. I mean, they're very censored over there right now, for obvious reasons, because they don't want the enemy to see the battle damage. They don't want misinformation to get out. They don't want positions to get out. So I understand that. That's war. We haven't experienced that exactly. America hasn't. But that's very ambiguous. So the information we're getting from the data and the information we're getting from the Middle East right now is very ambiguous. It is the message of ambiguity. And I believe that's what the Lord is warning us here, saying, hey, you're entering a time of uncertainty, where don't spend so much time on it that you have analysis paralysis. The Lord is not ambiguous. The Lord is crystal clear. The Lord is not confusing. Anything from God is truth and clarity. So this is in contrast, I believe, to our Lord. I feel like this is the world's agenda right now. What do you think? I'd like to hear what you think on that. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I thought, wow, ambiguity. There you go. That just makes me sound smart, yo. Oh, everything is so ambiguous right now in the world. Yeah, I'm going to this social event, over the weekend. I'm gonna throw that word out there. That's so funny. People gonna say, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?" And I'm gonna say, "Oh, I'm a YouTuber." I usually say, "Oh, I'm a homemaker." I'm gonna say, "I'm a YouTuber," and then people say, "Oh, really? What's your channel about?" And I'm gonna say, "Well, right now in the government, it's very ambiguous the information we're getting." Oh, that'd be so funny. I gotta practice that one though, because I won't be able to pull that off very good. Okay. In fact, I'll probably fall back on, oh, I'm a homemaker, which I'm not ashamed of at all, y'all. I know that's a good thing to be. I'm not any way, shape, or form, running that down. It's just that sometimes, you can go into situations where you haven't seen people in years, and you're like, I'm a YouTuber. They don't even know what that is. Everybody's still on Facebook. Anyway, okay, here we go. Y'all, I want to point out here how personal our God is, how well he knows you, how well he knows us. That's part of the clarity of being a believer in Jesus Christ, is how personal God is with us. So I was reading this in John chapter 20, and I was just really struck by some things because I could relate. So this is Mary Magdalene at the tomb after they've killed Jesus, all right? So it was Sunday. It was Sunday morning. So John chapter 20, verse 11. Mary Magdalene was standing outside the tomb crying. And as she wept, she stooped and looked in. I would have done that. I would have looked in. Like, what does it look like in there? She saw two white-robed angels, one sitting at the head and the other at the foot of the place where the body of Jesus had been lying. "Dear woman, why are you crying?" the angels asked her. "Because they have taken away my Lord," she replied, "and I don't know where they have put him." Y'all, I may start crying when I'm reading this, so y'all just bear with me, okay? She turned to leave and saw someone standing there. It was Jesus, but she didn't recognize him. "Dear woman, why are you crying?" Jesus asked her. "Who are you looking for?" She thought he was the gardener. "Sir," she said, "if you have taken him away, tell me where you have put him, and I will go and get him." That's another thing I would have said. "Where's the body? I'll go get him." I don't know how. I don't know how to carry that body. I don't know how I'll sit with that body. I don't know. I will go, though. Where is he? "Mary," Jesus said. She turned to him and cried out, "Rabboni," which is Hebrew for teacher. So she recognized him. "Don't cling to me," Jesus said, "for I haven't yet ascended to the Father, but go find my brothers and tell them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene found the disciples and told them, "I have seen the Lord." Then she gave them his message. So I get it. The message of the resurrection and the living Jesus alive. That's what's the emphasis is with this. But at the same time, what struck me is how many times has my Lord told me, "Dear woman, why are you crying?" I mean, he's probably saying it right now to me. Why are you crying? Things aren't that bad. Things are going to work out. I know it's hard right now. You're going to be able to endure. I'm going to get you through this. Why are you crying? Woman, why are you crying? Dear woman, Not just, woman, why are you crying? It's not like that. It's like, dear woman, my dearest one, why are you crying? I've got this. I've got you. I don't know why, but that just stuck out in my head when I read that. That's why we read the Bible over and over and over and over again, because there's always things we can glean from it. So today, just know that you're known by the God, the creator of all things, and we're walking through his creation today. Even going to the Dollar General. Yeah, I'm sure. I haven't been there in a while because I'm doing my shopping at Walmart. But anyway, there I go. Deland will probably say, hey, where you been, girl? I've been saving this chicken for you. That's what she'll say. Anyway. Okay, gang, I'm going to let y'all go. You prep. I mean, be aware of the news. Be aware of the escalation. Be very alert where you go in public areas, especially in crowded areas. We are on high alert right now from attacks. So it would be prudent to be sharp. That makes sense? All right, gang, I'm going to let you go. Stay safe, America. I'm going to say that again. Stay freaking safe, America. From the pantry, this is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.